Welcome back. Today I am very excited to bring you a sort of more in-depth look at the video that my band SVNEATR put out last Thursday, which would be April 4th. We'll go through it, we'll listen to it, we'll break it down, some of the things that are happening, whether it be influences or, whatever else. But yeah, we're very stoked that the album is actually coming out, finally. It's been a very long process, very hard to wait. We're very excited about the new album, so we're looking forward for you guys to check out the video. But without further ado, let's get into it. So I will say as well for this video, this is our first album through the label Prosthetic Records. And it's very interesting to see sort of what will come about through that sort of partnership as well. Our last two albums and the EP we did were all independently released. So this is the first time even working with a label. We'd done it all ourselves. We booked our own shows. We made our own merch. We paid to have all of the things printed, CDs, cassette tapes, t-shirts. So this is the first time having a little bit of help doing that. But yeah, let's get this thing started. So we went to a local park. It's actually in Surrey. Cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head. But they have these big sand dunes. So that's kind of what we're sitting on in the with the torches. And this part in particular, I started out with that clean thing with the guitar there, this part. And when we were playing it, I got the feeling of like the opening for the Ascendancy record by Trivium. That's kind of where it comes from, especially with the acoustic solo. It just kind of gave me that intro kind of vibe. Theirs is obviously a little bit more produced or whatever, but it's kind of the basic idea. I will say too, when we were filming it, it was like -5 degrees Celsius. So it was cold as shit. And it took about 5 hours to do. So we were freezing. I do love this riff a lot. I love that riff too. It's very like, it gives me like a classic traditional heavy metal vibe. Especially with like the sort of dueling guitar harmonies. The other thing too about that chorus riff is we didn't have it completely written until we were recording it. So even the especially James's part, so the second guitar, he kind of came up with it on the fly, and we just kind of wanted to blend the two together. So it starts out with the chord, and then it kind of goes into the melody thing. So we wanted it to sort of essentially like cross harmonize essentially. This is very thrash, melodic, whatever. So for these shots, where it's just me doing the singing, we were at sort of the base of a pond. And the videographer, his name's Eric Gustafson, really nice guy. But we were setting it up, and there's like this hill, and it's basically just a bunch of like dead sticks and shit all around. So we're like tripping and falling, trying to get into the spot. So I basically didn't move once I was down there. It's pretty funny. I love that little solo. These torches are funny too. So the torches we made, so they are, we got like rubbing alcohol or some sort of alcohol, I can't remember. Like 90% ethanol, whatever it is. It's a sock on the end that you just sort of fold up and roll, and then you wrap it in like bendable, what's that shit called? Like metal twine, and it's just wooden dowels. And I'm pretty sure some of them still had the sticker on them from like, I don't remember where we got them. Walmart, I think. So if you see like a little blue sticker, I think that's why. But yeah, I got some YouTube tutorial, and it's like some 15-year-old kid who's making these torches in his backyard. But they worked pretty well. They burned forever. We had to put them out in the sand. I almost lit my hair on fire, so that was fun. Beat it off. Don't beat it off, but you know, get it off me. I love doing those little accents, the oohs and the ahs. It's a nice little impact kind of thing. But yeah, they kind of look like giant marshmallows, the torches. James's little solo. He has such a different soloing style to me. I think he thinks about it a little bit more than I do. And this part I couldn't really hear the song, so I was like not holding the mouth as open as I should have. And this ending is supposed to be sort of like Uada. So we wanted to put the solos and stuff at the end as well. And for the solo, I forgot, or I lost the whammy bar for my guitar, and I was trying to like get James to give me his, at least for the solo, but it's like a different style. So mine goes in and it screws in. His is like a push in, and it like locks in, and it wouldn't really fit that well, so we kind of left it, and I kind of tried to mime it as best I could. I also improvise my solos, so I don't really know exactly what I'm playing, so I'm again just miming it. So like this part, you can kind of see that right there. And this is not at all what's actually happening. This part is, though. I do sort of remember the tapping part. But yeah, that's the video. It's one of my favorite songs on the record, I think. It came together really well, and I wrote most of the backing music, so like a lot of the rhythms, and then James wrote a lot of just the harmony parts for him, and then Sean and Matt kind of came in with their own thing. And that's kind of how we do a lot of our songs, is somebody will come in with an idea and then we kind of build around it rather than editing it too much. Sometimes people will come in with riff ideas, or like, you know, from point A to B, they'll have this line of riffs or whatever that flow together really well, and we'll kind of finish it off after that. But that's kind of how we write anyway. So yeah, that is Never Return. That's the video for Never Return. I'll leave a link below so you can check it out yourself. Check out the whole thing. Like I said, we're really looking forward to the album actually coming out. It comes out May 10th through Prosthetic. And we're mostly looking forward to, you know, going back on the road and doing more shows, seeing if we can get to new places that we haven't been. We're trying to go to the States end of August, and we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, thanks for checking out the video. Let me know what you think of the song below. Like I said, we're really happy with the whole record, and this is a really good first taste of that. Has a lot of those just metal influences within it. Has a nice flow, I think, and some tricky bits. You know, the 9/8 section. It's not like the hardest song in the world, but it's got its riffs. So that'll do it for me. Thank you so much. That was Vibes of Steel. That was SVNEATR. See you in the next one. Like, subscribe. Deuce.